Yes, sir. What is up? Let's go. I am just out here on the balcony, just enjoying this amazing sunrise. And we've just got this hectic super yacht. How do I zoom in? Just rolling through. I mean, that's just fucking crazy. Wow. But yeah, I mean, how good is this? This has been a morning routine for me over the past couple of days, just sitting out here and watching the sunrise. Tucker will sit here and play with his toys. Me and Teagues will sit here and just enjoy the view. One of my most favorite things to do actually is watch the sunrise. I think about a lot of shit. I plan a lot of shit, and I really have that time to myself. And it's been really good the past week or so, just because I haven't been going so hard with training, so I can have some days out here where I'm just focused on watching the sunrise, having a bit of a deload before the new year kicks off in 2 days. Then it's fucking go time all over again, which I'm really excited for. Right, 2026 is going to be the biggest year yet. And I believe a lot of the work that we've put in, myself, our whole entire team, all of our clients, it's really going to pay dividends in 2026. However, this video is all about the new year, some standards. And I want to keep this as valuable as possible. Whatever your New Year's goals are next year, they are not going to happen unless you're willing to change, unless you're willing to step up, unless you're willing to do something different compared to what you've always done, right? That is the whole part of leveling up, right? You've got to let go of your old self. You've got to let go of who you currently are, right? Because the guy or the man that's got you to this point, he's not going to get you to this next level. The mindset that you have right now, the attitude, the intensity, the energy, the focus, the clarity, actions, the influence, right? The physique, the nutritional standards, the training standards, like there's so many levels. But if you're not changing anything, if you're not willing to let go of what's only got you to this point, then you're never going to reach this next level, right? And this is what a lot of men don't understand. Letting go is almost the most liberating part of life. Because again, you're letting go of what is no longer serving you so that you can step into this next level, this next version. And that next version's waiting for you. It really is. It's waiting for you to finally let go of the bullshit excuses that are in your head, keeping you stuck. Mostly fear, right? Doubts, fear of judgment. Everyone has this, by the way, right? I had this for fucking years. But I'm telling you right now, 2026 is going to be a completely new year for me because I've done the work, I've gone through the levels, I've relentlessly pushed through hard, uncomfortable decision after the next. Over time, that is me letting go of my old self, letting go of these old doubts and fears in my mind so that I can step into 2026 completely new, completely brand new, with new clarity, with new focus, with a new vision. Right? And I'm coming for alignment in 2026. That's what I'm coming for. So whatever your New Year's goals are, right? If you've set them or if you're yet to set them, you really need to understand this because none of these goals are going to happen unless you're willing to let go of what is currently holding you back. Okay, we can talk about fitness, we can talk about career, we can talk about relationships, but if you're not willing to let go of all of this shit that has only got you to this point, you're never going to hit these goals. And this is why people don't reach these goals. This is why people will set these big, massive goals every year, and then fast forward in a couple of months, they really haven't changed anything. Or the worst case is they don't understand the process of letting go, and they're actually more comfortable staying the same. Because the fear of letting go and doing something new and challenging yourself and stepping out of that comfort zone is too terrifying for a lot of people. So they would rather sit there in that same position with the same mindset, actions, habits, lifestyle, decisions, and literally stay stuck for another 365 days, which for me is my worst fucking nightmare. As men, you need to be progressing, right? You need to be aiming high. You need to have high as fuck standards for your life. You need to be pushing for something, right? If you're sitting at a plateau and you feel like you're moving backwards and nothing's working and you're just stuck at this one level, it's because you're just doing the same shit and you're not willing to let go of these old habits, this old identity that's just kept you stuck. Now, there might be friends that you might need to let go that don't support you or talk shit about you behind your back, whatever it is. There's obviously, if we're looking at fat loss, right, there's poor nutritional standards, poor eating habits, shitty routines that you need to let go, because guess what? If you keep this up for the next 365 days, the chances are you're not going to lose this body fat that you want, right? If it's in your career and you want to level up and you want to get ahead, and this year you want to hit some big fucking targets and stamp your authority in your workforce or your business, then you've got to understand, okay, there's shit that I haven't been doing in 2025 that I need to start doing in 2026. Okay, so maybe it's speaking up in team meetings a little bit more, right? If that's something that you weren't doing in 2025, you've got to let go of that fear that's holding you back, because that's how you're going to step into that dude at work that has authority, that has conviction, that people are going to listen to and respect. And that's something that you haven't been doing in 2025. When you look at it like this, right, it's so fucking easy to sit here and look at what are the things that no longer serve me, and if I get rid of them, where does that get me? The problem that most people face is they're used to being comfortable. They fear stepping outside of this comfort zone and being challenged. This is the part where most men get wrong, okay? Most people, they fear making these changes is too uncomfortable. They're not willing to do it. They're not willing to step outside that comfort zone and actually change and challenge themselves. They've gone through years of being comfortable, kind of accepting the level that they're at, because everyone around them is kind of doing the same shit. So it's like you're just used to your environment. But the biggest one is fear, right? People feel that it's too much of a challenge to step outside that comfort zone, do something new, because it's the unknown. It's doing something you haven't done before in order to be who you've never been before. This is where most men are fucking paralyzed, right? And this is what I talk to men all year. Like 2025, I've probably spoken to 500 to 1,000 men stuck with the same victim mindset, right? Stuck with the same fears and doubts that's just kept them stuck, right? You've got to step into that. And 2026 is the challenge, because like I said before, all of your goals that you were setting, they're never going to come true unless you're willing to let go of this old self, let go of these old things that are no longer serving you, that aren't going to help you step into whoever the fuck you want to be in 2026. If you want to be a jacked, shredded, absolute killer, confident dude that's just a complete leader in all realms, think of who you need to be. What does that guy do? How does he show up? How does he train? Is he eating takeout every single weekend? Is he sleeping in? Is he not speaking up at work and not having some authority? Is he spending time on his relationship? Is he helping others around him to lift and raise their standards? Or is he being like everyone else, just fucking fitting in, scared to be challenged, stuck in a plateau, but at least I'm doing a little bit better than everyone else? Like, that's the bullshit mindset that so many men have. And I'm challenging you here in 2026, step out of that, because this is where you're going to grow. This is where you're going to see all of your results. And this is where all progress is, right? It's from being challenged. And for me, I'm stepping into this so much harder in 2026 because I'm chasing alignment. I've been on this journey a very long fucking time. There's levels to everything, okay? I feel like 2026 is the year where I'm going to be most aligned, because I understand so clearly now, right? When I'm not talking like this, when I'm not speaking my truth, when I'm not challenging these men that I talk to every single week and helping them uncover and break through some of the barriers, some of the fears, some of the doubts that they have had, not for months. Some of these guys have had these fears and doubts for years, and they've been stuck for years. But if I'm not able to step into that more and say what I need to say and lead with purpose and clarity and alignment, then guess who that ultimately impacts? That doesn't just impact the guy on the other end, right? Or you watching this, because who are the people that rely on you to be at your best, right? If you've got a family, obviously your whole family rely on you to be at your best. If you're a business owner, then your customers and your employees rely on you to be at your best. Even if you're not, even if you're just a dude, one day people are going to rely on you. People need to rely on you. And if you are stuck just playing the same bullshit victim game, and I haven't done enough to help you understand that you have so much more potential in this life, then that's a responsibility that I want to take, to be honest. And that's why the alignment factor in 2026 is, I just feel it's so strong next year, because I'm done playing small. Put it that way. I'm fucking done playing small, because again, I know the impact that I have when I do play small, or if I do play small. So 2026 is going to be a big fucking year, and there's so many elements in my life that I need to let go, right? And letting go, by the way, is a process that you're going to have to go through a lot. Maybe quarterly, maybe twice a year, but definitely every single fucking year. And as a man, this is the whole point of New Year's, in my opinion. The whole point of starting a new year is to understand how much room you have left to grow. The biggest fucking failure, in my opinion, would be coming to a new year, not changing a single thing, and wasting another 365 days playing the exact same game, being completely stuck and going backwards. And this is the fucking fear that I have, because I speak to these guys every single week. This is why I feel like I have a duty to say what I'm saying, because that for me is like, I just can't fathom someone living a life like that. Not willing to step up, not willing to challenge themselves, not willing to step outside the comfort zone to see the life that they can live. And it's only from making one hard, uncomfortable decision. I posted something on my story today. Your dream life in 2026 and beyond is built on making one hard, uncomfortable decision that you have been refusing to make. And that's just facts. So to cap this off, the goals you're planning for 2026, understand this. None of them are going to happen unless you're willing to let go of the man that's only got you to this point, right? Because he's not going to be the one that's going to create all of these amazing goals that you have in your mind. You have to understand that letting go in life is one of the most liberating processes that forces you to grow. And if you're not able to get outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself, then you're going to stay stuck. And this forces you, when you're staying stuck, this keeps you in the victim mindset. This keeps you making excuses. And 2026 is not the year for excuses. 2026 is the year for alignment, clarity, growth, progression, fucking winning. That is the mission in 2026. So, go out there and go fucking get it. Let's go.